Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of Nadia's Kitchen Creations. This week I'm making some yummy cherry cupcakes, and to go on top of that I'm making some delicious cherry buttercream icing. If you don't know, cherries are one of my, if not favorite fruit, and this is just another way that I get to incorporate cherries into something that I'm eating. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Let me get started. For this recipe, you'll start by preparing your cupcake pans. You can use liners or not, and then you'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to go ahead and mix those dry ingredients minus the sugar and set that aside. And then on high with an electric mixer, you're going to beat the softened butter for 1 to 2 minutes. And then you're going to add the sugar and again beat that for about 1 minute. And then we're going to add the egg and beat just until it's mixed, about 30 seconds. Then I'm going to alternate the flour and the milk just until mixed. Half of the milk, again just until mixed. Last of the milk and the vanilla just until mixed, scraping the sides and the bottom of the bowl. And then we're going to finish with the last third of the flour and just use a spatula to scrape the bottom and the sides, making sure that all of the flour is incorporated. Then by hand, I'm going to fold in the cherry puree. And this is really important to add the cherry puree at the end. That's the last thing that you're going to mix in this recipe. If you try and mix it before, the cupcake batter is not going to come together and you won't have a successful cupcake. So go ahead and fill your cupcake containers to 2/3 full, and then we're going to bake in that preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes. While the cupcakes are cooling, I'm going to go ahead and get started with cherry frosting. You can use an electric mixer to puree it, or if you want a chunkier puree, you can just use a fork and spoon like I used. And then go ahead and get started with creaming the 3/4 cup of butter that's been softened for approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'm going to add the icing sugar and vanilla, mixing it by hand so the icing sugar doesn't fly everywhere. Then I'm going to go ahead and mix that for a minimum of 5 minutes, up to 10 should be good, especially for such a small amount. And at this point, this buttercream is done, but we are going to go ahead and add in the cherry puree. Now you don't have to use a piping bag. If you just have a butter knife or the back of a large spoon, you can go ahead and decorate your cupcakes that way. But if you have a piping bag, pop your icing in there and go ahead and decorate that way. So as you can see, I just saved some of the vanilla icing and then I decorated the remainder of the cupcakes with the cherry frosting, which by the way turned out wonderfully. Thank you so much for watching Nadia's Kitchen Creations. Before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button so you know when I upload a new video. And any shares, likes, or comments are greatly appreciated. I will see you in the next one.